This is Andrew bringing you another Keyforge deck reveal and review. We'll see what we get here. This is going to be a Worlds Collide deck. I was having a discussion with a friend the other night about how oddly it felt like we both opened a few decks from the Target sale, and we're just saying, like, this sure seems like maybe they're somehow over-indexing on good decks in the starter packs, but you know, it's hard to know whether that's true. That's very anecdotal, but we've definitely both felt that way. Won't stop me from ordering displays when the new set comes out. I'm very excited about that. I'm not really worried about it, but just kind of a weird thing there. Okay. Let's see, this one is called Q Reader or Writer, Tears Spears Green Earl. That's not a lot to go on for guessing houses. The Green Earl makes me want to guess Untamed because of green, so let's guess Untamed. Tears Spears. I think I'm going to guess Dees and Star Alliance. Dees, Untamed, Star Alliance. Let's see what we get. We got Saurians, Shadows, and Dees. So I got one right. That's pretty bad. Alright, this could be good. Not expecting a lot of speed between these. We're going to have to take what we get kind of as the deck goes through, probably. But could certainly get some strong board control. What I would like to not see, what I'm most hoping not to see, is Gargantodon, because unless it's just like a very board control-y Shadows, I don't really want that counter synergy with the Shadows. Unless maybe if I get like a 6 Emperor Tyrannus or something, I guess that could be okay. But most likely I won't want it. Probably I'd be happy to have Tribune Pompatus. Probably don't want Hysteria, because I probably get to count on Saurian for board control here. Well, we'll see. Let's see what we get. Starting with the Dees, we have Binding Irons. Gives your opponent 3 chains. Solid. Dendrix. It's a 5-power demon with Fight. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. We do have a Harbinger. We'll see how that goes. That could be a discard. Well, obviously it is a discard, but you know what I mean. Lilithal could potentially be good with the Dinos. 5-power... Oh, so I should have read Harbinger. Harbinger is a 2-power demon with 3 armor that says destroyed, destroy each creature. This is a little scary because it could wipe your Saurian board. Lilithal's a 5-power demon with Fight, Reap, Capture 1. Malison is a 5-power demon with Fight. You may move an enemy creature anywhere in its controller's battle line. Then if it's on a flank, it captures 1 from its own side. This is a pretty fighty lineup for Dees. 2 Malisons, wow, okay. So definitely this is a Dees that wants to fight and control the board that way. Very interesting. Misery Exploit, gain 1 for each damaged enemy creature. I don't like it. I never like it. Rot Grub is a 1-power beast that on play makes your opponent lose 1, and after it reaps, you archive it. So that can be pretty nice. I like it. I'm happy about that. Ooh, we have Bornet, which is really good if we're controlling the board. It's a 3-power demon that reaps to reveal the top 5 cards of a player's deck. Purge a card revealed this way. Shuffle the other revealed cards into that deck. Very good combo hate here. If you can snipe the opponent's cards before they ever come down, it's really nice. Poltergeist. Action with a bonus hammer. Use an artifact controlled by any player as if it were yours. Destroy that artifact. Really nice artifact control. And then we have Soulkeeper, which is an upgrade with a bonus hammer, and it gives a creature destroyed. Destroy the most powerful enemy creature. Ooh, one more. Ooh, Snag's Mirror. That's an artifact with a bonus amber that says after a player chooses an active house, their opponent cannot choose the same house as their active house on their next turn. In other words, I play this, then you play Dees, I can't play Dees again. Then I play Saurian, you can't play Saurian. So it's very interesting in mirror matches where your opponent has the same houses as you. Very interesting. So yeah, like I said, there's not a lot of Amber Pips in here, 3, but it has big creatures, so that's interesting. And if you can get board control, you can do some nasty things between the Bornet, the Snag's Mirror, the Malisons, the Dendrix. I mean, you can do some gnarly stuff and make your opponent sad. So I think there's a lot of potential there. And it has potential to work really well with the dinos. So let's see what we get there. Okay, we have Axiom of Grisk. This is an action that says play ward a creature, destroy each creature with no amber on it, gain 2 chains. That's our board wipe in Saurian, so we have a board wipe in both our houses so far. This one is probably a little more advantageous to us in most cases. Brooded on Auxiliary is a 6-power beast with taunt and hazardous 2. Really nice for protecting maybe your Bornet, things like that. Ooh, 2 of those. That's great. I like that. Okay, then we have a Red Orgalem. That's a 3-power dinosaur philosopher. With play, your opponent's keys cost +3 during their next turn. Good amber control. We didn't have a lot of amber control in these. We had the 2 Malisons and the Rot Grub, but I don't really count on amber control from Malison, and I only count on Rot Grub for 1. Lilithal potentially gives us some as well. But Red Orgalem's very nice. Increase your opponent's keys by 3 on the turn after you play it, and then it can reap, and then you can exalt it to have that effect again, that your opponent's keys cost +3 during their next turn. Got 2 Red Orgalems. Nice. These are nice to protect with the Brooded on Auxiliaries. Ooh, then we have Senator Shrix, who's a 4-power dinosaur politician with 1 armor that says you can spend amber on it as if it were in your pool. And after you play or reap with Senator Shrix, you can exalt it. Why would you want to exalt it? Because you can spend the amber off of it. So if you can protect it, that's free amber. Really nice. And this is really good with the Axiom. Yeah, very good with the Axiom. And we have 2 Broodons to protect it. That's good. Ooh, 2 Senator Shrixes. A lot of doubles in here. 3 doubles in Saurian so far, and a double in Dees. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Alright. Theros Centurion is a 6-power dinosaur soldier with 1 armor, and play, fight, capture 1. So a little more amber control here, and works well with the Axiom, of course. Aha! Library of Peliosaurus is an artifact that can exhaust to move an amber from a friendly creature to your pool. And this is a good way to mitigate, like if you reap with the red ore and you exalt it, you can immediately move that amber to your pool and mitigate the downside of the exalt. Probably the Shrixes, you're less excited to move it because you're going to get to spend that anyway. The Theros Centurion would be really nice to move it, and the Lilithal as well. And then we do have a 6 Emperor Tyrannus. 6 Emperor Tyrannus says move each amber from the most powerful creature to your pool and destroy that creature. So far, it's very likely that our most powerful creature is going to be Theros Centurion. So if it's gotten some amber on it, this is a way to get it away from the creature and turn what was just capture into steal. So between that and the library, lots of that. Okay, Pterodactyl is a 12-power beast that enters play stunned. It only deals 4 damage when fighting, but it also before the fight deals 4 damage to each neighbor of the creature it's fighting. So this is really excellent board control. It's just a little slow because it enters play stunned, and it might get in the way of the 6 Emperor Tyrannus a little bit, so be careful of that. By the way, using 6 Emperor Tyrannus to kill an opponent's creature is also not bad. And then we have Triumph, which can turn board control into a win. Triumph is an action with a bonus amber that says if there are no enemy creatures, exalt each friendly creature. If you do, and there are 6 or more friendly creatures, forge a key at no cost. Yeah, That's pretty interesting and potentially very good in a situation like this with where we, I think, have pretty good board control. Let's look at the shadows. Hit and run. Deal 2 damage to a creature. That's good. We haven't had any like spot damage yet, other than the pterodactyl gives us a little. So this is a good way to take care of those pesky little 1/2 power elusives. Deal 2 damage to a creature. Return a friendly creature to your hand. What would we want to return? Maybe the rock grub would be great. Of course, we hope we get some good things in shadows as well. Returning a red or gallum to your hand is not a bad idea. Hugger Mugger, 3 power, elf thief with elusive. On play, it captures 1. Then, if your opponent has more forged keys than you, steal 1. Monday night, I got to use one of these to steal, and it felt pretty good. I ended up winning the game. Usually, I don't like to be in that position of playing from behind, but it worked out. So, yeah, can be pretty good. Inky Gloom, play, your opponent cannot use creatures to reap on their next turn. Very nice. That's a good way to sort of say, like, okay, I'm taking a Shadow's turn. I'm not destroying your stuff. Like, on a D turn, I'm probably destroying your stuff. On my Shadow's turn, I'm not destroying your stuff, but I'm still saying you can't reap next turn. So you can fight my stuff if you want, but no reaping. J Venda is a 2 power elf thief with elusive. After it reaps, you deal 1 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, steal 1 amber. Very nice. Mug is an action with a bonus amber. You move an amber from a creature to your pool, and you deal 2 damage to that creature. We have a lot of things we might want to do that with, right? Like the Lilithal, the Hugger Mugger, the Red Orgallums, or the Thero Centurions. So, you know, this could potentially be good. It's also fine to just plink an enemy creature as well. Pestering Blow. Gain an amber, deal 1 to a creature, and enrage it. Very nice. More repaint there. Yancey Gang is a 5 power elf thief with action steal 1. Nice if we have board control, get those steals going, repeated steals. Dusk Runner is an upgrade that gives a creature reap, steal 1. Now if you have a Senator Shrix hidden behind a couple of Brooded On auxiliaries that you can have basically say reap, steal 1, exalt to get 1 that you can spend, that suddenly you're in, I mean, that's a great situation to be in. It's protected from Axiom. Wow. Spike Trap. It's an artifact with a bonus amber. It has Omni. Sacrifice it. If you do, deal 3 damage to each flank creature. 2 of those. That's interesting board control. You have to be careful. Sometimes this can hurt yourself. But you just have to arrange things so that you don't mind. Mac the Knife. Oh yeah, it's a 3 power elf thief with elusive. You can use it as if it belonged to the active house. And people forget you can use it to do something like reap, perhaps. But you also can action it to deal 1 damage to a creature. And if this damage destroys that creature, you gain an amber. So it works like Secret Needle that you can use every turn. But you could also reap with it if you want. So that might be a decent target for like the Dusk Runner, for example. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's our last card here. We got a Weesand. Oh, okay. That's a 1 power beast and thief with deploy and elusive. If it's on a flank, if it's ever on a flank, you destroy it. But after a player forges a key, you gain 2 amber. That seems, I think it's pretty good in this because I think we have decent enough board control that this probably lives and is going to gain us some amber. Now notice, I think okay, we have 1 Saurian card that has an amber pip. So we're not winning this game on the strength of amber pips, but if we can keep that board control and then we have some amber control and we have ways to to generate amber fairly quickly, control the opponent a bit. I think there's some good potential here, and this could, maybe you get your 3rd key with Triumph and just sneak it out. The Poltergeist can be an interesting way to get out of a snags mirror. If you realize it's bad in your situation, you can maybe get out of it. And whereas the, you could also, no, it doesn't help with the spike traps. Of course, it's good to get rid of an opponent's artifact. It also gives you a way to use the library on a D's turn if you really need to, right? You can move an amber from one of your creatures to your pool. You lose the artifact in the process, but in some cases that might be worth it. So yeah, I feel like this has pretty good synergy between the houses. Interesting stuff going on, and definitely a possibility of doing really well and sneaking out keys in ways that your opponent doesn't expect. The one concern I would have is, it seems to really want to have that board state. So if your opponent is just playing something that continuously wipes the boards, you might be a little sad. But because you're not going to just be able to action your way to a win. But but overall seems good. I'm excited to try it out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed and that you'll get out there and forge some keys.